Okay, let's check this out.
Pathetic. Why does she even bother living? She's just a waste of space.
You really do suck.
Jawnhto is a god who was made to kill. His existence was born from the fear of war. For dozens of lifetimes, that's all he did. But the gods around him created wealth.
So the hit anime that no one remembers, maybe an anime that I'll get to watch.
Food and happiness. I think he began to realize that all he's ever done was destroy. So he breaks the habit. He helps people for just pennies. And just as he begins to make a change, he kills all over again. But the girl he accidentally kills isn't like other girls. She likes boy things like burping and smoking weed. In the Joe Rogan podcast. Her name is Hiyori, and she should have died. Neither dead nor alive, Hiyori is forced to stick to Jawnhto if she ever wants to be a normal human again. This girl's quirked up personality, the edgy death god main character, if you can follow this trail of tropes, they'll lead you to the same conclusion as I. This anime is the most early 2010 shit ever. I've had to take a step back lately. That dickhead anime snob that says all anime made after 1999 is bad. Is that me? Is that me, but for anime made after 2019? Because the vibes in the show are immaculate. There's something so nostalgic about the villains, the monster design, the power system. It feels like home. I'm 2 steps back now. Is this anime only entertaining to me because of nostalgia? Fuck no. Oftentimes you'll look back on your favorites and realize how truly dated the writing is. Countless people gas up Astro Boy, but when I watch it, I think, put some pants on, you slut. He said that I'm good enough, grabbing my da-da-da, think about such a nice... All that being said, I ripped through Noragami with that knowledge thinking I could predict everything that happens in the show. I could not. The first thing you'll notice is the main character does not give a fuck at all. He's a 1,000-year-old god. You'd expect him to have wisdom and adult solutions to everything, but he hasn't spent his life learning those skills. When someone has lost everything and they fear tomorrow so much that they can't stand the thought of living, Jawnhto will be there. But don't expect him to really give that much of a shit, okay? He's saving you for him. Much of episode 4 is spent talking to a guy who is actively throwing himself off a building.
Jawnhto, please give a fuck, I'm begging you.
I'm sorry, but I can't.
Actually, this show is so underrated. Yeah, you need to watch it. Like, it's not only like, it's really funny and interesting. Like, the thought, like, well, I actually watched it already.
This blatant contrast between how you think he'll behave versus how he actually does puts that light bulb above your head. Oh, this guy's got a personality. I can't predict what he'll do. But this extends to all of the characters. Evil spirits called phantoms pour into the world, causing deceit, death, and robberies daily. The only way they can be killed is by using kind spirits called regalias. But what happens if there's no god to turn you into a regalia? I suppose you just sit, rot, and wait until it's your turn to become a phantom. Jawnhto saves this young man from exactly that. If this were you, you would at least, wait before outing your more bitch-ass traits. Like, when I meet someone, I at least pretend to not be retarded for a little bit. This kid doesn't even do that.
Take this. Go on. You've nothing to fear.
I don't want a stinky tracksuit.
Most definitely, this kid would be watching Karen compilations and taking blue dookies in real life. He is a bratty little kid. The show wanted me to hate him, but he's dead. He starts breaking things, he begins to steal, but he's dead. As a viewer, it's annoying to see this kid be a brat, but if I were him, I don't know how differently I'd act. Yukine didn't even get to experience adulthood. He's forced to fight evil spirits and face his fears daily. I'd say he's justified in acting out. You might even see yourself in him.
I mean, it's not like anyone can see me, right? So if I want something, I can just borrow it.
Take it!
That is crazy as fuck.
It's just like me!
Hey,
Fuck, take
you
it.
should know better than that. What you're doing is no different than stealing.
It's all insured.
I said I'm just borrowing it.
I do wish the villains got this quality of writing. Most of the time, they'd be like, now I will cause evil and mischief because I am fucked up. I don't know about anyone else, but I could not take this guy seriously. I don't even know what the fuck he wants. I can't spoil this part of the show because I do not know what he is after.
I'm pleased you've come.
I haven't yet, sir.
Not fucking cool. Not cool, dude. We agreed no bubbles.
I can't break it from the inside.
And if you're truly dialed in, you'll be like, are we fighting 29-foot green ducks now? Why are the monsters like silly people? This isn't scary. Noragami struggles a little bit when it comes to making good bad guys. Their motives are dull, uninteresting. In reality, none of the shit matters. You're here to watch some fights. You're here to have a good time. These guys are just the impetus. So, does it do just that? Yes. The pacing is just... I finished Recreators. Its premise was the coolest ever. People from cartoons, manga, and video games get isekai to Earth. So, 1 second you're in a sissy's closet, and the next... a robot is flying through the air. Then, Sailor Moon whacks a cosplaying prostitute into a different area code. So much happens within 2 episodes, and then they let this lady in the house. And every time she appears on screen, I assume a Chris Brown-like posture. This show explains everything that you don't need to know. There's so much needless exposition, the only way to make it to the good part is by dissociating. It fucked my head up. This method of exposition became my new normal. Until Noragami. Get this. More than one thing happens per episode. Every episode. Look at this one. Yato is trying to discipline his new regalia when a cat... Get back here, you motherfucker! A cat tries to steal Yato's garbage. That's already more than any episode of Recreators. This is not a good example. Alright, remember when that guy was jumping off the building? At the start of that day, Yato was thugging hardcore. He had women lining up for him like it was a Scamboli fan meetup. Except instead of racist teenage boys, it is cute girls. This is a joke. I have a good mix of both.
Hey, take it easy now.
It was all a dream. Later that day, Hiyori's all like, help me not be a half-ghost thing! And Yato finally gets serious about helping her. What Yato needs to do is introduce Hiyori to his girlfriend/pay pig. But then, King Cuck puts an end to their joyous reunion. What could this cuckening mean for our protagonist? We gotta find out later because someone butt dials Yato. Oh hey, it's the guy who jumps off the building. No! They solve that, go back to the e-girl, resolve that, and everything's good. Until Yato's old evil hussy arrives. All in the span of 1 episode. It's not extremely impressive to say, this show actually has things that happen. But in light of recent events, I have a new appreciation for storytelling like this. In between each slice of the story, you learn about the characters, and people drop lore like it's nothing. The story didn't drag for eons explaining that to me. The world of gods is interesting and elaborate, but you're only drip-fed this information as it becomes relevant to the story. So every episode, you're either just
Yeah, it's like, so this is really interesting because you get to, like, when actually people normalize, like, basically, like, in storytelling, you get, like, to, like, in certain animes, like, it's both at the same time, but, like, people talk about, like, their world or their, like, rank or organization or whatever the fuck, or the events ongoing, like it's normal, and they don't fucking kind of, like, do the, yeah, we are, like, doing the acting, right? And then we're like, so about the world, right? And then they start to do exposition, right? To directly to you, and basically, like, this breaks inertia and breaks, like, breaks a lot of like storytelling, because basically, like, each time, like, they will talk about the between themselves and a world that they understand, that they know, and that the viewer do not know, but get to discover with them as they are exploring it and knowing it, right? And then they do the, and so in this world, actually, and basically this breaks the fucking rhythm each time. And basically, good animes, or good stories, they do not do the, yeah. And so after what happened. So what happened, actually? This is what happens, and let me explain it to you, my dear viewer. And this is because this breaks, like, a lot of, like, this breaks a lot of what you want from a story, and basically it's like, it doesn't, like, people, like, some people will tell you that, like, it makes the viewer kind of, like, look stupid. Look, some universes, some, like, fantasies are, like, really fucking complicated. Think about, like, the first fantasy that comes to your mind when you say the word fantasy: Final Fantasy. fucking complicated. Kingdom Hearts, right? Or like stuff like that. But at the same time, in certain animes, the problem is that like it doesn't make like it doesn't make like the viewer look stupid. It makes the characters look stupid because each time they go about their days, they're in their adventures, and then they go like, by the way, and this by the way just breaks characters too much, at least in my opinion.
Discovering something new or wrapping up an arc from the previous episode. Pace your anime like this. I be watching shorts. I be watching porn. My attention span can no longer support anime rambling. Noragami shook me awake. I've been wondering, am I just the anime hater? Is there anything I do like? Will I continue to... Hey, what's that?
Among Us! Oh, what baby?
The villains felt contrived, but the ripples caused by them had such a real feeling. All of the main cast you can just get as people. The art, the action, what the fuck? Go watch it. 7.5 out of 10. It's not gonna change your life, but it's pure fun the whole way through. Subscribe.
It is like you need to watch.
I do stuff like this when I can. And leave a comment. I reply to those.
Yeah. So, and subscribe to Scambly Reviews. Like this dude is really good. Noragami is really good. Like it just because of what's actually like how can I like kind of like the what kind of like questions it brings up. Just for that, like you should watch it. Just because it brings like some questions like that are like really interesting to like that are like not thought about often.